All right, so we need to talk about spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. This is a picture of a testis. So we just need to look at a little bit of the anatomy here. So this thing here is this spermatic cord. So this is basically the thing where vessels and nerves come in to feed the testis there. Also, the vas deferens exits there to go out and go towards the penis. This outer part here is a muscle. It's called the Cree muscle. And it is an extension and comes from the internal oblique muscle. The testis doesn't start where you would find it now. It forms in the abdomen, and the cremaster muscle that wraps around it comes from that internal oblique while it is still up in the abdomen. The second layer here, called the tunica vaginalis, that comes from the peritoneum. It is a serous membrane that helps protect it. So once things are formed, there's a structure called the gubernaculum that pulls the testis down through the inguinal canal and into the scrotum area. So the testis is full of these little tubules. And if you look here inside the tunica albuginea, which is just another protective layer, there's all these just tubes. Okay, and the tubes in here specifically are called seminiferous tubules. And this is what makes sperm. The seminiferous tubules is where sperm is made. So you got these tubes all like wound up around each other into these lobules, and then they're connected to these through this ret testis to the efferent ductals here. And these efferent ductals connect to this structure here called the epididymis. And this is where sperm is held and learns how to swim. And then this epididymis then comes around and will form this squiggly tube here, which is the ductus deferens, and that's what will exit out here. So we're going to look at a seminiferous tubule, and let's see. So if this is a tubule, here's the lumen here, and this is just one tube, and each of the tubes are lined on the outside with cells all the way around. So I'm not going to draw them all the way around, but you get the picture. So these cells are called spermatogonia. And these cells stay on the outside, and each of these cells is 2N. It has the full, both copies of the genetic material or of chromosomes. And what happens here is one of these cells, or the cell, will go into mitosis. So, and it will form two identical daughter cells. So this is mitosis. So it starts 2N. So the cells that the daughter cells are going to be 2N also. So we'll kind of put that in here, 2N, 2N. Now, one of these cells will go back up into the spermatogonia, okay? The other cell becomes or is the primary spermatocyte. And it will start going through meiosis because this spermatocyte has a full lot of DNA, which is way too much. So it will go through meiosis. So it goes through meiosis 1. So that's the first step, is meiosis 1. And meiosis 1 is the reduction phase. The prophase 1 goes through prophase 1 and metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. And what we get are 2 cells here. And these cells are 1N. They're haploid. So that was the reduction part of meiosis. So these little haploid cells are the secondary spermatocytes. So these little spermatocytes then will go through meiosis 2. And put that on here. Here's meiosis 2. And that will give us 4 haploid cells. And these are not identical. These cells up here that go through mitosis are identical daughter cells. These are not identical. These have differing parts of the genetic that they swap around. So these are different cells. They're all haploid, and we call these guys spermatids. So these aren't sperm yet, and the reason why is because they don't have tails. So once they get their tail, and look how we've gotten closer and closer and closer to the lumen. So once the spermatid gets their tail, they become sperm. And they go into the lumen and go to the epididymis. Epididy. And in the epididymis, that's where they hang out and get held until needed. And when they first get made, they don't know how to swim. So in the epididymis, they learn somehow how to swim. And then they're held in the epididymis until it's time for them to exit. So guys make sperm their whole life, okay? And so there's limitless amounts of sperm that can be made, and each ejaculation is millions of sperm, okay? Females, not really like that. So the next video, we'll talk about how females make their gametes or eggs.